Hello everyone, welcome to Voxcel. In this video, we're gonna discuss GT Book 19th second test section 2. We have already discussed section 1 of this particular book and this particular test too. So if you haven't watched that video, you should watch that video, but after watching this video. So for now, I want your undivided attention. So without further ado, let's dive right in. So if you have seen my previous videos, you should be familiar with our ritual routine. You can say we will start with the title of the passage, a day in the life of a care worker. So this paragraph is about how a particular day or a normal day is in the life of a care worker, how it looks like. So care worker, basically those people who take care of the sick or the elderly. So how their typical day looks like, this paragraph or this text is all about that. So now what we will do, we will not read the paragraph just yet, we will go straight to the questions, sorry about that, and see what kind of questions we are dealing with. So for this section we have to solve question 15 to 27, but for this text we have to solve questions 15 to 20, and let's see about that. So questions 15 to 20, complete the flow chart below. So we have to complete the flow chart, basically blanks, and we have to write one word only for each answer. Basically for each question we can only write one word. It's very important to note this, because if you write more than one word, let's just say 2 or 3 words for one word, for one answer, for one question, though your one word may be correct out of those 2 or 3 words, but your answer will be marked as incorrect. You will lose the score. Alright, so that's why instructions are very important. They should be read carefully. Let's read the question first. A day in the life of a care worker. Obviously, this is the title of the passage itself. It's an early start for the first client. So we are talking about the first client. You may have to help the client get up and dressed if they have a dash that makes this challenging. So the question is saying that you may have to, meaning to say it's possible that you have to help the client get up, like basically from their bed, and dressed, and you have to help them get dressed if they have. So there is a condition, if they have a. So here basically it's an article and it always comes before a noun, so there should be some sort of a noun. If they have a something that makes this challenging, because of that particular thing, that particular condition, it is challenging for them to get dressed. So let's see what should be here. They should have something that makes it difficult. So let's read the paragraph now. Care workers in Britain provide elderly and disabled people with the opportunity to remain independent at home rather than moving into a care home. So, what the role of care workers is that they provide opportunity in Britain to elderly and disabled people so that they can remain independent at home rather than going to a care home. For those interested in the work, here is what a typical day could be like for a trained care worker. So now we're gonna look at the typical day. Care workers often start early as the first client. So here is our keyword, first client of the day may need help getting out of bed and putting on their clothes. So these are our other keywords: get up, get out of bed, and dressed, putting on their clothes. They may suffer from a condition that prevents them from doing this easily. Okay, sorry about that. So they may suffer from a condition that prevents them from doing this easily. So this is preventing them, basically making it difficult. So the answer is quite evident in this particular sentence, and you have some time. Or okay, one thing more, for every question I will give you around 10 seconds to tell me the answer, and if you need more time than that, you can pause the video, and when you are ready with your answer, you can continue. For this particular question, your time starts now. Okay, time's up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to write the answer and see if you arrived at the correct answer. Let me change the color. So the answer to this question is condition. And let me mark here also. So this is question number 15. So I hope everybody arrived at the correct answer. You figured out the correct answer. So again, I'm going to tell you why this is the answer. So as I have already told you that for get up basically getting out of bed and dressed, putting on their clothes. So why? Because they may. So if they may suffer from a condition. So here is a and here is also a written that makes this challenging, so prevents doing from something easily, basically making it challenging. If somebody is preventing you to do something easily, that just means that person is making it difficult for you. I hope it is clear. Moving on to the next question, 16th. The next task may be, so now after that the next we are talking about the next task may be cooking breakfast, and it's nice to have some dash at this time. So now you have to cook breakfast and it's nice to have some. So basically what you have want to do during breakfast, we will see during breakfast or during making, while cooking breakfast or while serving them breakfast, whatever the time is, it's nice to have something. All right, some, let's see what it is nice to have. Providing these services helps clients to look and feel as good as possible when beginning their day. The care worker may then help to cook breakfast. Here is our location for the client, and this is often a good time to enjoy a conversation and catch up on how they are feeling. Many clients appreciate being able to chat to someone regularly, as some may have no family members or friends living nearby. All right. So our answer is in this particular sentence. I'm gonna narrow it down for you. Okay. The one I have highlighted, our answer is in this particular sentence, and again you have 10 seconds to tell me the answer, and the time start now. Okay, time's up. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna write the answer here and see if you arrived at the correct answer or not. And the answer is conversation. Let me mark here, highlight the answer here. Conversation. Why it is the answer? Let me tell you, if you are not able to find out this particular answer, figure out this answer. So okay, so here they're saying when you are cooking, it's nice to have some at this particular time. So they're saying, so this is often a good time. So this is often a good time just at this time to enjoy a conversation and catch up on something. All right, so to have some conversation. So do not be confused with, like, here it is written some and here it is written a. Okay, so basically they are trying to tell you should have a talk with them. Okay, some talk with them or have a talk with them, basically one and the same thing. It just me refers to the context you're talking about, but this is a good time to have conversation and catch up on how they are feeling. To have some feelings will not be a good answer, obviously. Okay, let's read the next 17th question then. It may be a good idea to do some housework after this. So after making breakfast you should do some housework such as dash and washing up. So I'm not gonna tell you in detail what washing up means. First we'll try to figure out the answer, and then I will tell you where these answers or words are. I will just gonna tell you the location, not precisely but approximately. Many clients do this. Next, the care worker may take the opportunity to do some basic housework for the client. So here it is next. Basically, next step is housework. So some housework. So this is our location. Housework is often something that elderly people or people with disabilities may not be able to do themselves. Even something as simple as hoovering the living room can make a huge difference to a client's day. Of course, there may be the breakfast dishes to do as well. All right. This is our location. So from here to here. Now, you have some time to tell me the answer for this particular question. Sorry about that. And for that, your time starts now. Okay, time's up. Now I'm gonna write the answer here and see if you were able to find out the correct answer or not. And the answer is hoovering. Let me mark the answer here. Here it is. Question 18. So, were you able to figure out why this is the answer of why other keywords? Oh, sorry about that. This is not 18, this is 17. I have written it at incorrect place. Here should be the answer. So, were you able to figure out the uh, correct answer? Why? Where are the other words for this particular question? So let's read together. Now, if you were not able to figure it out, don't worry about that. So it is written housework. So I have already told you housework is written. Here is also housework. Now, where is washing up? So washing up just means washing dishes. So here they're saying there may be breakfast dishes to do as well. So if you are doing dishes mean you are cleaning the utensils after eating in them. So doing dishes just mean washing up. So here it is written your synonym. And other thing is you are simply hoovering the living room make a huge difference. So what does hoovering mean? Cleaning by vacuum cleaner. So if you are cleaning your their living room with the help of vacuum cleaner, you are hoovering around. All right. Moving on to the 18th question. You may then visit a second client. Now we are talking about the second client. Our first client is complete, and help them get a dash lunch ready. And you may help them to get a dash lunch ready. So there is a, so basically it should be some sort of lunch, a good lunch ready, a tasty lunch ready, some sort of quality of lunch, I believe can be the answer, but I'm not so sure about that. But we know there should be it should be some sort of lunch. All right, let's see. Later in the morning, the care worker may move to another client in order to help them prepare their midday meal. Okay, so here it is written about their okay, another client, okay, and their midday meal. Care workers try to ensure that this is healthy because it is so important to keep clients fit and well. So, all right, it's important because you want to keep your client fit and well. When that's finished, the care worker may help the client. Okay, that's for other thing. Obviously, so your answer is in this particular sentence, and you have again some time to tell me the answer, and your 10 seconds start now. Okay, time's up. Now I'm going to write the answer here and see if you were able to tell the correct answer or not. And the answer is healthy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark the answer here first. Here it is written. This is question number 80. So can you or were you able to figure out this particular answer, arrive at this answer, how it is healthy? Because in front or in behind or behind healthy there is nothing about lunch or anything like that. Where is lunch written? Yes, midday meal, basically your lunch. And this is, so here this is refers to midday meal, and midday meal basically means here lunch. So try to ensure lunch is healthy, not is. So this basically means lunch, so they should ensure that lunch is healthy lunch. I hope it is clear. So next question, lunch may be followed by some. So we know there later you should do something. Let's see, followed by what type of activity? When that's finished, the care worker may help the client to carry out their shopping by going with them to the local supermarket. So our answer is in this particular sentence, and it's quite evident. It's staring right to you, and the time starts now. Okay, time's up. I'm gonna write the answer here now, and the answer is shopping. It's quite easy to figure it out. It was like straightforward. Let me mark the question number here, then I will tell you if you were not able to find out the answer. You don't worry, should not worry. I am gonna tell you why this is our answer. So should be followed by something. So here they have written when that's finished. So when the lunch is finished, when it's ready, they may help the client to carry out their shopping. So followed by some shopping, where local supermarket, but that's not necessary this information, because it is nothing is written here, but we know what type of activity should be done after lunch. Okay, now 20th question, that's last for this particular text. Afterwards, a third client. Okay, now you are going to the third client, may need help with an activity that involves going out of their home, such as doing their something. Again, here some sort of activity should be mentioned, doing their exercise, doing their shopping has already been marked, so I don't think so shopping can be the answer or should be the answer for this. But let's see what kind of activity third client wants to do. During the afternoon, a care worker may help a third client. So this is our location of third client with an outdoor activity. Okay, so there is about outdoor activity which could involve going for a short walk in the local area or taking the laundry to the laundry. Elderly people may not feel confident going far on their own, so having company can be great help. Obviously, our answer is in this particular sentence, and now you have some time to tell me the answer, and your time starts now. Time's up. I'm gonna do is I'm gonna write the answer here and see if you are able to figure out the correct answer or not. And the answer is laundry. Let me highlight the answer here also. This is question number 20th. Okay, now I'm going to tell you why our this is our answer. So here let's read it together. Third client, so here is third client, involves going out of their homes. So for going out of their home, they have just paraphrased it as going for a short walk in the local area. So that's going out of their home. All right, and such as doing there, so you cannot also, obviously you cannot say doing their short walk. Obviously we have to write one word. So what are they doing? They are doing their laundry. So at this particular place they have mentioned, so they are doing their laundry, it's written here. So again, we don't need to concern what's written in these sentences or this paragraph, because our answers are complete. So that's it for this paragraph. I hope you understood this clearly. And now moving to the next other set of the questions from 21 to 27. Here it is. Now I'm gonna move to the text here. Here is our text. So again, if you are familiar, you are familiar with how we start our paragraph. How we start our paragraph, we will read the title of the passage. How to find a good balance between your work and your personal life. So this particular paragraph is about finding a balance between your work life and your personal life. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go straight to the questions and look at what kind of questions we are dealing with. So here it is. Let me change the color first. Okay, questions 21 to 27. We have to complete the sentences. So we have to basically fill in the blanks, and for this again, this particular set again, we have to write one word only. So again, you have to be very careful if you write more than one word. Even though that one word is correct, out of those two or three words that you may have written, your answer will still be marked as incorrect. So that's why instruction words are important to read and understand. All right, and remember these words. Now we'll read the first question and see what kind of information we are looking for. People who cut down the hours they work gain most from feeling better physically and experiencing an increased sense of something. So they are saying that we are looking for the people who sorry cut down the hours they work. So what does this mean, cut down the hours? To cut down on something basically means reduce. So people who reduce the hours they work, they gain, basically they get the benefit most from feeling better physically. So they feel better physical level, and they experience an increased sense of something. Okay, so first they feel better physically and something. Let's see, other aspect should be mentally or something like that, but we have to be very careful. We cannot write any word, we have to find in the paragraph what kind of other word is given. A good work life balance is beneficial to everyone, but how it can be achieved? So as I told you earlier, so work life balance means working life and personal life. So this balance is beneficial to everyone, obviously everybody wants it, but the main question is how it can be achieved. But how can we achieve it? The first step is to take a serious look at the amount of time you are devoting to work and set about reducing it. So you should like try to reduce the work that you're devoting to your work. The main benefit most people notice when they stop working too much is an improvement in their general health and well-being. All right, so this is our location. Obviously we have established that this is the reducing cut down of hours. So they most people so gain most for something from. Okay, so this is your location. Now you have 10 seconds or about around 10 seconds to tell me the answer for this, and your time starts now. Okay, time's up. Now I'm gonna write the answer here and see if you were able to arrive at the correct answer. Answer is well-being. Let me mark here. This is the last word of this particular paragraph. Question 21. So how we arrived at this particular answer? So here they are saying cut down the hours, and for that they have written they stop. Okay, not once, they stop working too much. So if you are stopping working too much, basically you are reducing the time you like devote. Okay, so first is bad physical, improve their general health. So general health will be improved, and with it well-being. So and improvement, here is improvement in this. So for health, basically you can say physically, and for mental and physical, basically those health we will use well-being. So we cannot say increase sense of health. That doesn't make any sense, obviously. Okay, moving on to the next question, number 22. It is important that those who work at desks avoid by something by checking their chair, work surface, and screen are in the best position. So the question is saying that it is important, okay, it is crucial that those who work at desk, basically those people who work at desk on computers, basically should avoid something. Should avoid something. How? By meaning to say how the process is, how they can avoid it. Whatever they are avoiding, they should check the position of their chair, all right, the their work surface and their screen. So obviously from screen we can deduce easily that they are talking about computers, laptops or desktops, PCs, basically are in their best position. So these three things are in their best position so that they can avoid something. They can avoid fatigue, they can avoid sprain, strain, injury, something like that. Otherwise, if we are avoiding something, obviously that should be something negative. Who else avoid something positive? They are not going to avoid bonuses, or they are not going to avoid anything beneficial. We all try to avoid something that's negative. All right, let's see what kind of negative thing we are trying to avoid. Tips for healthy work-life balance. A recent study showed office workers spend approximately 1700 hours in front of a computer. All right, so in front of a computer, here is our screen. Ensure that your workstation is set up so you are as comfortable as possible, and this will help you to minimize the chances of any injuries. So, what it will do is you should set up your workstation so that you are comfortable, so that it will help to minimize something chances of injury. All right, so the answer is glaring, all right, quite evident. Now you have 10 seconds, around 10 seconds to tell me the answer. I'm not gonna expand that much because the answer is too evident, too clear, too simple for this question. And your time starts now. Okay, time's up. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna write the answer here, and then let's see if you figure out the correct answer or not. And the answer is injuries. Here, this is the last word again. Question number 22, injuries. So how we arrived at this answer? So they are saying avoid something. So if you avoid something, you are trying to stay away from it. So you are trying to minimize the chances of any injury. So you don't want injury, so you are avoiding injuries. So in front of the screen, basically in front of computer, is basically your screen and your workstation, your chair and your work surface. All right, so your workstation is a desk. So your chairs, your table, your lighting, whatever is that your workstation is, as comfortable as possible. I hope it is clear. These things are like paraphrasing. You have They have done paraphrasing like this, and you should be able to like identify the similar things, similarness, okay, similarities between these two things. 23rd question. Having targets to work towards is useful, but they should be. Okay. I believe that there is one word that's coming to my mind right off the bat. So having targets is useful. Okay. So they're saying that if we have targets to work towards, that's useful. But these targets should be possible, achievable, realistic. All right. these things, these kind of words are like coming to my mind right now. But here, let's see what's in the paragraph. Whether it's making a hot drink, going for a walk, or simply chatting with a colleague, regular breaks are vital. So now they are talking about regular breaks, but we are trying to see where the targets are written. Your brain needs a break roughly every 90 minutes or concentration declines, leaving you with difficulty focusing and feeling sleepy. So they are saying that you need break after every 90 minutes or your concentration declines, and it will be difficult for you to concentrate or focus because you will feel sleepy if you don't take sufficient amount of breaks. Setting goals. So all right, here it is, having targets, setting goals for both your professional and personal life is great. Remember though to make these realistic, because setting an unattainable goal is the quickest way to damage your confidence. Okay, the answer is glaring. Okay, so now you have some time to tell me the answer, and the time starts now. Okay, time's up. Now I'm gonna write the answer here and see whether you were able to find arrive at the correct answer or not. Answer is realistic. I hope you were able to find this particular answer. So this is this, like if you remember, this was one of the words that came to my mind. Okay, so because obviously I have again written at the incorrect place here. Okay, I know, don't know what's happening today. So this is the second time this has happened. Sorry about that. So the answer is realistic. So should be something. So if you are having targets, if you are saying the targets, having targets, it is a useful thing to do. Okay, but uh something, there should be something. Obviously if you have target in front of you and if you think it's not achievable, possible, you will not be doing your best to achieve it, because you have already told yourself that whatever I do I will not be able to complete this because it's impossible to do this, it's humanly impossible. So if you want the best out of you, you should set those targets that align with your abilities, with your like aspirations, with your skills, that you think that you can achieve these targets or this particular goal you can achieve with the current set of abilities. So then you will be able to focus on that goal, buckle down on that goal. Okay, so and try to achieve that particular target. So that's why, so it is common question in speaking as well. I have seen a lot of questions regarding this, like uh, what kind of goals are realistic. Okay, should people have realistic aims? What kind of goals are unrealistic? So realistic goals, realistic dreams, realistic aims, these kind of things, so these are those things which you can achieve with your skills. So if some goal may be realistic for one person, but the same goal may be unrealistic or impossible for other person to achieve, just because of the difference of the skill level. So whatever your goal you think is realistic for you, it should be according to your, in accordance to your, with your skill level. If it's not in accordance with your skill level, obviously you will not be able to achieve it because you don't have what it takes to achieve that goal. I hope it is clear, that makes sense. Moving on to 24th question. Okay. When there are many different tasks to do, the ability to dash them is vital. So the question is saying that when there are many different tasks to do, so this is a situation. So when there is a time you have to do lot of different tasks, the ability to dash them is vital. So you should have ability to dash them, to label them, to list them. Okay, so that kind of ability is vital. Let's see what kind of ability is vital. What should you be able to do many different tasks at once or at a particular time? Activities such as sports and gymnastics are known to decrease tension and increase endurance, two important factors towards achieving a healthy work life balance. They also boost your belief that you can do whatever you are faced with. So they are also increasing your belief in yourself. All right. Sometimes it's easier said than done, but if you are juggling numerous pieces of work on a daily basis, so numerous pieces of work, basically many different tasks on a daily basis, learning to prioritize is the key. So you should learn to prioritize those tasks. Try to break down your work into various categories depending on how urgent and important each piece of work is. This will help you to plan your day and achieve more. Okay, so the answer is in this particular paragraph. To make things easier in this particular sentence, and you have some time to tell me the answer, and your time starts now. Time's up. Let me write the answer here and see if you were able to arrive at the correct answer or not. And the answer is prioritize. Let me highlight here. That's question 23. So question 24, prioritize. So here it is written. So man ability to them is vital. So learning something is your ability to do something. So if you have learned something, it becomes your ability. So if you have learned time management, you are able to manage your time. If you have learned prioritizing your task, so you have ability to prioritize them. So I hope it is clear. Moving to the next question, question number 25. People who give up all treats in their personal time may find their dash decreases. So they're saying that those people who give up all treats in their personal time, basically they are giving up all their treats in their personal time. So they are not treating themselves, they are not giving themselves some sort of rewards, okay, in their personal time. They may find their dash decreases. So decreases basically reduces, their motivation reduces because they have nothing to look forward to. Okay, so that kind of thing should is decreasing. Let's see what decreases. Ensure you have time to do the things that make you happy. If you have got nothing nice to look forward to, so obviously if there is nothing to look forward to, and you can only see a long line of work of days ahead of you, this can easily become overwhelming and ultimately hinder your productivity. Okay, so hinder, okay, I will tell you these words later on, but obviously your answer is in this paragraph. And for this you have some time, and your time starts now. Okay, time's up. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to write the answer here, and our answer is productivity. Let me highlight also. So can you tell me where it is written decreases? Okay, yes, here hinder. Hinder means stops. So if something is decreasing, it's reducing. Basically, somebody is stopping them or forcing them to decrease. That's why it is decreasing. So what's decreasing? Productivity. So give up all treats if you have nothing nice to look forward to, and you can only say this. So there is no treats in your personal time. So it can become overwhelming. Okay, and it can reduce your productivity. I hope it is clear. Moving to the next question, number 26. It is wise to use the full amount of something. Sorry. It is wise to use the full amount of dash allowance every year. So that should be some kind of allowance you are given every year, and it is wise, advisable. It's like, okay, advisable to use this particular full amount of, not, you should not leave anything behind, amount of something allowance every year. Let's see what kind of allowance you get every year. It's there for a reason, and there are no prizes for giving it up. So they're saying that they, whatever it is there for a reason, so they have a good reason for this. And if you don't take it, there are no prizes, you will not get anything extra, because just because you give it up. So make sure you take your annual holiday entitlement. You don't have to be going on an exotic foreign trip. Maybe you just fancy a rest day watching films, or want to take some time off to spend with a friend, or sorry, with a friend you don't see enough. So they're saying that it doesn't mean, like, if you're taking your annual holiday entitlement, it doesn't mean that you have to go on an exotic trip. You can just fancy a rest day, or you can take some time off to spend with your friend that you haven't seen enough, like you haven't met in a long time, so you want to meet that particular friend or a group of friends, whatever. Okay, you can also take that. So our answer is in this particular paragraph, obviously. And let me do this. So you have some time to tell me the answer, and your time starts now. Okay, time's up, and I'm gonna write the answer here now. And the answer is holiday. Let me mark here. Here it is. Question number 26. I hope it is clear. So here it is written, it is wise. So it's, so make sure. So because there are no prizes for giving it up, so it should, you should make sure. Okay, you should take annual. So annual just means, let me do this. Annual just means every year. So annual, every year. So basically allowance. So there are no prizes for this, so you can do this. Okay, so you can go to foreign trip, or you can take your holidays that you are entitled to. I hope it is clear. Moving on to the last question, 27th. Making time to do things with close companions. So close companions are basically, you can say, friends, relatives, or dash, is a great way to relax. So you have to make time. So if you are making time to do things, so you are doing something like playing, spending time, just or talking, or sitting beside each other, whatever you're doing. So what, but with whom? With close companions, relatives, or third thing, like, or third group of people, or whatever they are, is a great way to relax. Let's see. Or what? Family, friends, and favorite pets are the ultimate life enhancers. From evenings out to simply taking a walk in the sunshine, spending time with the ones you love is the best way to unwind fully and feel the effects of a good work life balance. Okay, so this is our paragraph, and sorry about that. Our answer should be, our answer is in this paragraph. And for that, you have some time, tell me the answer, and your time starts, let me do this, and your time starts now. Okay, time's up, and I'm gonna write the answer here. And the answer is pets. Let me mark here. Question 27. So where it is written close companions, as I already told you, close companion basically means friends, relatives, they are your family, and or basically favorite pets. So you cannot write favorite pets because you have to write one word only. So if you write favorite pets, obviously that answer will be marked as incorrect. Only pets can be our answer. So great way to, whatever is this, I'm fed up with it. So is a great way to relax. So they are saying ultimate life enhancers. So you are enhancing your life, you are relaxing. So again they are saying that best way to unwind, okay, and feel the effects of good work life balance. I hope it is clear. So this is how you should attempt these kind of paragraphs, these kind of questions. So you must have like understood that if you're able to understand the question first and what kind of information you are looking for, then it becomes like a piece of cake, walk in the park, whatever phrase you want to use to find the answer in the paragraph, because you already know what kind of information, what kind of word you are looking for. So it makes that much things, it makes your work that much easier. Okay, so again on the like short note, for before I wind this up, if you are struggling with your IELTS writing and or speaking, like you are not able to get to the desired band scores of 7 or more, so and even after multiple attempts you are stuck at 6 or 6.5 and not able to get all that all elusive 7, whether in writing or speaking, even in reading or listening, whatever your dream score is, you are not able to achieve it, you can enroll in our video course. We have prepared 70 plus videos on in our we have 70 plus videos in our course, and in those videos we have thoroughly discussed all the four parameters of writing and speaking for both academic and GT. So basically speaking is same for academic and GT, I'm talking about writing here. So what teachers are looking for and how to give that particular thing or those things to them so that they can give the scores that you want. So if you want to know about them in detail, you can buy our video course. And if you want your essays to be marked, to be checked according to the four parameters that are given by IELTS official websites, okay, they are given to us by IELTS officials, then you can buy our writing correction service, or you can book your one-to-one speaking slot if you want to get your speaking analyzed. So I will see you in the next video. Till then, take care and goodbye.